Okay, welcome to the Personnel Committee meeting for March 28th at 5 o'clock. In accordance with the requirements of the meeting law, please be advised that this meeting is being recorded and will be able to be found on Lunenburg Access YouTube channel after the meeting. The following information is also provided for members of the public that would like to view the meeting remotely. It can be viewed via Zoom. The agenda lists all the topics which may be discussed at the meeting and are those reasonably anticipated by the chair. Votes may be taken as a result of these discussions. Not all items listed may in fact be discussed, and other items not listed may also be brought up for discussion to the extent permitted by open meeting law. We're calling the meeting to order. Is there any public comment from committee members? Any public comment from the public that has joined us? All right, so the next item on the agenda is approval of the minutes of March 21st. We'll have the chance to review them on the screen there.
I make a motion to approve the meeting minutes from March 21st with the suggested edits from Donna.
Second.
All right, all in favor? Wendy?
Aye.
Donna?
Aye.
Sue?
Aye.
Joanna?
Aye.
And Eric's and I. I assume, why don't we take the issue, the new business out of order of the new hire form for the Council on Aging van driver. Sue Doherty is here. Do you want to speak to that, Sue?
Sure. Sue Doherty, director at the Lunenburg Council on Aging. We have been looking for a van driver for quite a while. It's really hard to fill this position because there's really not enough hours. Julie and I interviewed a person, Kimber, last week, and she's very interested in the job. And we would like to hire her and start her at a grade 4, step 3. $15.26 per hour. Kimber comes with experience as a school bus driver. And I believe, according to Julie, who did reference checking, they all came back excellent. And she is more than willing to work. And it's been a while, and we really need another van driver. We've already discontinued van service on Mondays because we do not have the drivers, and another driver is leaving. He's just hanging on right now until we find somebody.
Okay. Any questions from committee members about the hire form?
Sue, just a quick question.
Oh, go ahead.
Your other driver, is this in line with step and grade with the other driver currently? It seemed low, but I may be thinking with my school bus driver hat on.
It will be one step ahead of the current driver right now. The current driver, he had no experience when he came in, and he is, just one step behind this person right here. But hopefully in the future, if anything is revised, all of that can be taken care of also.
Depending when his step increase, it could be July 1st. That could also be on the same step.
Right. So he's currently, the current driver right now is currently at $14.81 per hour. And this position will be $15.26 per hour. It's not a huge difference, but it's a difference.
Sue, did you have a question?
No, I was just going to make a motion that we accept the recommendation of the director and approve the change of step.
I'll second that for discussion.
All right, is there any further discussion on it?
Just a point I have. So the current driver that's just staying on until he can go. How long has he been with you, Sue?
The current driver who's staying on until he can go has been with us for approximately 1 year.
Okay, so currently, do we want to move him up to what we're paying this new girl coming in?
No, we have another driver. We actually have 3 drivers. One tried to retire and we talked him into staying on just to help out. And we have 2 other drivers. The driver we're talking about who's leaving, he's been with us for 1 year. He has other job opportunities right now that will pay much more money than being a van driver. The driver who is staying on, he's been there for approximately 2 years.
And is his salary comparable to the new person we're bringing in?
Nope, it's the same. That's the salary we were comparing to. I wasn't using the guy who was leaving, the driver that was leaving. He's lower than that, the driver who's leaving.
Right, that's what you said. That's why I brought up this whole conversation.
Oh, okay.
Any other discussion? Okay. So all in favor of the hire for the van driver for the Council on Aging at a grade 4, step 3? Wendy?
Aye.
Donna?
Aye.
Sue?
Aye.
Joanna?
Aye.
And Eric's and I. Thank you, Sue.
Okay, thank you. Have a good evening.
Too. So the next item would be our ongoing business, just to discuss the final SAP plan bylaw revisions. I think Julie sent the track change version and the clean version. A couple items were.
Do you want me to share the tracked version?
Well, I mean, I have a copy in front of me, so I don't know if other people want to see it. Would anyone like to see the? Might as well put it up. Let's put up the track change version.
Do you want to take it page by page, or just anybody have any discussion based on the review?
I have a question. On the footer of each page, Julie, it looks like there's a file name before the page number. Is that what that is? Or what it's supposed to be?
Yeah, we could get rid of that. That's that comes from when council through. That's how we labels the document. So we can delete that. That's never been part of one before that I recall.
Okay. Okay.
And I see you got rid of chairman and just put chair, which is the new. Would that be the same for vice chair? Because if you go up just to that paragraph
Yes.
we were at,
Yeah,
it was vice
I caught chair. I didn't Yeah, I will make that change too.
I just
I can find
noticed it now, Julie. Thanks.
I'm going to scroll
Okay.
to the next page.
Yeah.
How you want to do this?
Yeah, let's go to the next page. I think, all those changes look good about getting rid of selectmen, and we got select board. Yeah, so the layoff procedure is now just basically how it was, as if we never changed that, because we didn't. Got rid of his or her for there. That all looks good. How about going down to like 11, 12?
Eric,
Yep.
there's another his and her in section 10. I don't know if, or he is she. Are we changing he and she to they?
Yes, we should. Good catch.
There's several of them. I think we should just do a search and get rid, do a replace.
Yeah, I know, yeah, in section 10, part A and B, you'll find them. So, yeah, probably a good chance there's somewhere else too.
Top of section 12.
Nancy?
You're on mute, Nancy.
Nancy, you got your hand up, but we can't hear you if you're trying to say something. All right, Julie, so you'll do a find and replace for any he, she's? Okay. Why don't we keep going to section 12. Did we actually have a they there and then we changed it to he, she?
That's what it looks like. So I'll revert it back.
Well, if you can keep going, I think there's not a lot in sections 13 through 15, and then 16, we just basically got rid of the examples.
Eric, I have another one. Sorry.
Mhm.
Nancy's having internet issues. She was talking, but nobody could hear her. In section 11, there was a line that said personnel committee should approve any hires above step 1, and that got left off. Section 11.
You know where it was, Barb? Paragraph
No.
A.
Let me look. Nancy might be trying to get back on, I'm not sure.
Looks like
I have 100 copies here, and I don't know when it was voted in or not voted out. I can text her. Hold on. Maybe she'll answer.
I'm looking at some older versions of the SAP. I don't see that.
Okay, move on, and then if I can get an answer, I'll type in.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, there she is.
Yep.
That sentence was put in when we put in the town manager recommends paying the employee at a higher step due to qualifications and experience. Because there was discussion on whether the personnel committee would sign off on it.
And I'm looking at an older version. I'm looking at one that Julie and I were passing back and forth last week. And it does say, after marketing conditions period, says the personnel committee must vote to approve any recommendation above step 1.
Correct. Right. Yep.
And I can see that we voted on that. I can't tell you the exact date. I have to go look, but we did vote to put that in.
Yeah, I remember that too.
So that'd be section 11, part A, after marketing conditions, or after.
Yep,
after
marketing.
After that sentence.
After marketing conditions period, then there's a new sentence.
Julie, I know we're looking at a PDF. You have the working version that that you could share instead, and then we can just see the changes happen so we can actually take a vote on it when we're done?
I can see that we approved that
do
being
that.
added back on March the 9th. I pulled up my old minutes, and on March the 9th, we approved that being added back in.
Rings a bell.
Julie, you might also want to search his, her. We saw a couple of those there.
And it was his slash space her. You can't find it if you do his slash her. But be careful asking to replace all without looking at each one, because otherwise it's going to be a mess. There's a lot of stuff that got flagged when I did that. You have to replace each one, Julie. So before you find the next, you have to click replace.
The ones I'm seeing are the ones that you've already replaced. Oh, except the one I'm on right now.
Yeah, his her is fine. It's I think it was Barb that was saying look for his slash space her. I found a few of those.
I see his slash her. Aren't we changing that to their?
Yes.
Yeah.
think we got them all. Twelve. Let's see. Okay. Actions. Just copy this in. Hold on one second. All right, I think we're caught up, right?
Well, it was there and then it disappeared.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
It's there. So when I first inserted it, the track changes wasn't on, so I took it out, turned on track changes, then inserted again. You still don't see it?
No.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, there it is.
Now it's there.
Super delayed.
Delayed.
Yeah.
Julie, can we make the screen a little bigger? I'm sorry.
Okay. Second. Unless we're delayed again. Did it zoom in?
Yeah, it just did. You might want to shut your camera off, Julie.
Okay.
That might help speed it up a little bit.
Gladly.
Might help your audio too. Well, now we lost the document. She's gone. She's totally gone. Oh, no, she's back.
I just got the total boot.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah, got the boot.
You got to have the town in your next contract. Get the town to upgrade your 56K dial-up modem. All right. At least to like 75 or something.
Did we put that in the
my
SAP?
God.
Ha ha ha.
Yeah. Can you still see the screen share?
No.
No, that's
No.
gone too. Okay, great. Host disabled participant screen sharing.
I
was
saw a
the host.
message that said Sue is the host now, so.
Oh, okay. Want to pass it back?
You know how to do that, Sue? Oh, I think
Talking
you
to
did
me,
it.
Sue?
Yeah.
I didn't, no, I don't know what it is. I didn't do anything, so.
You know, I know it's the magic of Zoom, I guess. When Julie got kicked off, it automatically made you the host.
Okay, how do
So-
I get out of that?
Go to participants at the bottom,
Yep,
and I think you should see Julie's name there, and somehow maybe be able to transfer. See how it says host next to your name?
yep, hang
Yeah,
on.
but be careful because it's showing that Sue is actually recording. See that little icon next to her name?
Yeah.
I think if she passes that off, it may stop recording, which Julie could just start it back up again. But
How do I pass it back, though?
You click more, does it give you an option?
Says rename, stop video, add pin, spotlight for everybody.
What if you click on?
Let me look under Julie and see if I can do that.
Yeah.
Make host.
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah.
How's that?
and oh,
It
yeah, that
worked.
worked and it stayed recording. Good job.
Thanks.
Awesome. Good. All right. All right. So you can see.
Section 11, I think looks good now. If we want to move on.
Let me just check my zooming here. Still good? All right, I feel like we already went past this, right? I'm at paid vacations right now. Is that what you see?
Well, I think it's slowly getting there. We're on there you go. Yeah, it's just a little delay. All right, so we got the vacation and sick leave formula there. Yeah, keep going down. Employment termination. That looks good.
Are we caught up to paid holidays?
Yep. All right, I think that looks good. If you want to keep going.
Eric, can I bug you again?
Yep.
On, sorry. Section 17 under vacation, paid vacations. I thought you had agreed to leave in the section based on his seniority being able to take a week in the summer and not just what is in the public interest. I thought you had agreed to leave that in. Second paragraph from the bottom.
I thought that I had brought that up as a concern that no one could possibly get a summer vacation, but I don't remember the vote. I apologize. I didn't keep track of each vote.
We did agree to take it out because we felt as though that the department head could manage that and it hadn't been a problem and it was too restrictive, to Joanna's point, that how could anybody kind of manage all that? Let the department head and the employee manage it. So we took it out. I have to go back and see which vote that was, but I do have a note in my file that we took it out.
Okay, okay.
Well, can you go back to where that was, Julie? I remember the conversation, and there was some. I feel like there was a recommendation. I guess my question is the language. My understanding is the language should not prevent someone from taking a vacation in the summer. So if this says otherwise, I think that is incorrect. Is that what you think this?
No, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't say otherwise. It just takes the statement out that makes a specific reference to it.
Right, but it only serves the public interest, not giving any input by the employee and seniority.
Yeah, so here's what's it. Vacation leave shall be approved by the department head or their designee for such time or times as best serves the public interest. So the part that was there and is taken out is provided, however, that each employee shall be entitled to use at least 40 hours of the vacation accrual during the period between June 1, September 15th, if desired, based on seniority.
Right, and I felt we needed to keep it in there because essentially a department head could give no vacations in the summer.
Right. Yeah, I thought we did keep that in there.
I say we should just put a period after designee. I think we take, we put in for our vacations when we wish to take them. And I think the department head, you know, as long as staffing is, if there's enough staffing, then they would grant the vacation leave.
Right, and what my point was to that is if we take it out, it was put in the contract for a reason. So apparently at some point someone was being blocked summer and those specific dates ended up coming into the SAP plan. So now a department head could say, you know, no summer vacations.
Yeah, I don't think that's unreasonable, that people should expect that they could take at least 1 week of vacation during the summer. So I'm in favor of keeping that language. And again, I thought we did keep that, like Barbara said.
I did too. And it could have been one of the votes that I lost. That's why.
No, I don't think that was.
I think at the time we decided that it had never been an issue and we relied on the department heads to be fair and equitable about that. But if everyone feels strongly about it, it's easy enough to put it back.
Yeah, because you wouldn't think it was an issue, but then I feel that it must have been an issue for them to specifically add those specific dates to get summer vacations.
Yeah, I guess I will make a motion that we include the striked out line at the bottom of page 8, top of page 9, that says, provided, however, that each employee shall be entitled to use at least 40 hours of vacation accrual during the period between June 1 and September 15th, if desired, based on seniority.
I'll second.
Okay. All in favor, Wendy?
Aye.
Sue?
Aye.
Joanna?
Aye.
Donna?
Aye.
And Eric's an aye. All right. Thanks for noticing
Eric,
that, Barbara. Yep.
just real quick for what it's worth, I was just looking through and it was a recommendation from council, which is why it was striked. It just said what you saw. He suggested that language. The existing language potentially interferes with the town's operational needs by guaranteeing employees the ability to use 1 week during the summer. That's where that came from.
Yep.
Okay.
I know we didn't agree with everything the council had recommended.
Nope. We did not.
Thank you.
All right, so that's paid holidays, sick leave. I think that all looks good, unless someone sees something. Personal leave, change the hours to days. Should say 3 days, which it does. Probationary is going in favor of waiting period. All right. The next section's family medical leave. And that is mostly struck out, other than what's there because that is also, if I remember correctly, that's all handled somewhere else in the charter. Bereavement leave, we changed to match what was it? The
Clerical.
clerical contract. Military leave was basically just changed to say we comply with state and federal law. Well, that looks good. Discipline policy, we ended up not changing at all because it wasn't specifically, that part wasn't in the rest of the charter on the steps taken before. And then the definitions have been updated. So Julie, as far as the positions there that are listed,
That will get updated after the vote from our article that we've submitted, that we're submitting to town meeting.
and can you refresh my memory of the
Yep.
the new?
Positions.
Yeah.
It was the, off the top of my head, the advanced EMT call and the call paramedic, as well as the reclassing of the meal site manager and adding of the assistant meal site manager. The civilian traffic member, I don't believe made it in time for the article. So that will get added in fall.
Okay.
Donna had brought up a point on this section right here, where it's currently still relevant for some employees, but it's going to phase out with the new section C of our new hiring, new personnel. I don't know if we really need that where it's referenced up above. You can scroll up if you need to see it again. I guess the question is, do you want to remove this from the salary grid pages or leave it?
Where is it? Where is it referenced?
Section 11.
It had to do with the change to anniversary date. That's why I asked the question.
Right. So right now we still have, so take the principal assessor, where they were hired between January and June, that's going to apply to them. C will only come into play for those hired after July 1st. So up until June 30th, we'll have employees that are still on that cycle as referenced in the grid. Yep. But do we need it in the grid where it's mentioned, I believe, up here?
Yeah, it is.
Hired, yeah. So do we need it? In, right.
Yeah, no, I'd be in favor of getting rid of it, especially because it's just a duplicate and is going to be obsolete within a few months. We need to take a vote on that, I presume. Or we just, will that just be included in the final vote? I mean, we're not really changing, we're not changing anything other than We're not changing any substance. We're just making an edit. Like we didn't vote on changing he, she today.
It's true.
Anyway, I think our final vote will encapsulate all of this anyway.
One question on the employee titles above this table, Julie. In the minutes from the last meeting, we said that these EMT, like the EMT call, right? It's those that we talked about last week, that we're going to follow a different, they're added here, maybe I'm wrong, added to the SAP because there's nowhere else to put them, but that they would be following a different pay schedule, not the SAP.
I'm not sure about the call. I think they do follow the SAP. Nancy would probably guess.
It may not be the call. It may not
Yeah,
be
it was
the call
a
people.
civilian traffic member.
Yes, yes.
That was it.
Yeah.
wasn't that-
They're not added,
in here?
where the position's not going to be added until the fall to this section, because they didn't make it in time for the article, which is going to go to town meeting to vote them into the salary grid. I think that's something that we'd want to address at the fall, adding that position to our salary grid in a whole separate grade. Just make a mental note of that.
But I thought, well, my understanding was that they actually weren't going to be part of the salary grid that we had, but it would be following someone else's salary grid. Maybe I misunderstood that.
No, that was only the civilian traffic person only, Donna. It wasn't these guys.
Oh,
it was the one that isn't in here yet. It was just that one.
Okay. Okay, thanks.
But you're right. The civilian traffic person was, they're not going to be, they're not part of the salary grid. So the discussion was, do we just assign them a grade that's close to what they're going to be paid? And I think that where we decided was that there wasn't really much point in doing that, that we can just put like an asterisk next to them and to indicate that they are part of like the police CBA contract.
Correct. That's what we voted on.
Thank you. But that won't happen till the fall. That
won't happen till the fall.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
So, Julie, do you have to, with these changes we made to the track changes one?
Yep.
You have to kind of save a new clean version from this?
Yes, I'm going to save this with tonight's date, and then I will save a clean version. We can circulate that again so everybody has a clean copy.
And the Family Medical Leave Act, that what you're at right now, this is all newly added, right, since the last time we got together?
Correct, because it is referenced, from the FMLA section.
Okay, thanks.
This is under, it's not part of definitions, it's just like at the end.
Yeah, the last sentence says it's attached to the SAP, but not a formal part. So I don't know how it's attached if it's not included. So maybe we don't want it in here, but available.
Maybe it's a separate handout, but not in this document.
Right.
Copy of the town's FMLA policy is attached to the SAP for informational purposes, but is not a formal part of the SAP.
I'm sort of feeling like if we leave it in this document, at some point it may be updated, but we may not know it. So if it's, you know, it's just that human error, it adds human error risk. If something's updated in that and then it's not updated in this.
Does the town have,
Nancy is having internet issues, but I'm wondering if we could just mirror what other contracts do.
does the town
Oh,
have
yeah.
like a general employee handbook where it would be?
We don't have one distributed yet, but this would be part of it. This is actually the language from the draft version. Yeah, I mean, we could just make it its own document. Like it's saying, like it basically saying that the policy does exist. It's just not part of the SAP. So I can just remove that whole section and put it on its own.
I mean, I don't know. I'd probably just get rid of it, and I'd get rid of that last line that says a copy of it's attached. Like it says, you know, the line before that says the Family Medical Leave Act and its FMLA policy is adopted by the select board and as it may be amended from time to time, period, and just end it there. And
It can be found on file in the human resources.
yeah.
I just looked back on that Mark Terry's original note, and that's the language you put in was the language that he recommended.
Yeah. It's just another thing that we disagree with them on, you know, add it to the list.
So you want to just, I mean, I feel like they should know that a copy of the policy exists somewhere. So a copy, I was going to say, is available. Yeah, like Joanna said, in the human is available. Is available
At town hall.
Yeah. It's available, period. Copy of the towns is available by request.
Mm,
To whom?
yeah, I wouldn't put that.
Nancy's making the point that it's a federal law.
Yep.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is. That's why they're saying they don't need it in the SAP plan because it's a federal law. And they might change the federal law, but we don't know that, and the SAP plan never gets updated. So they're saying just put that, you know, we're going to go by the federal law,
Yeah.
not the SAP plan.
Right. I mean, this is posted in every building on.
Yeah.
But I feel like his point is that that employees should be able to access a copy of the policy, just not incorporate it as part of the SAP.
Is the policy online, Julie, under HR?
Yes.
Yeah, so there it is.
So we'll just put it online.
Yep.
Or on the town, on the
Website.
town of Lunenburg website. Yeah.
Yep. Most of them are on the HR page that directs people to the HR online page, and all the forms that they need to submit, get filled out are there included as well.
I like that. And then we can delete all the FMLA at the end after the salary grid.
Yes, just reject the change. It didn't quite do it, did it, Julie?
No, I don't know why it's doing it in pieces. That's weird.
It has to do with how you added it in.
It was a
Chunked
whole
it up.
document.
Yeah, that's weird. It
Yeah.
probably has to do with how the document was formatted if you did a cut and paste.
Yeah, I did. All right. Oh, look at that. That's really weird, huh? All right, let's try this again. Oh, really? Oh. Almost there. All right. Looks like that did it, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Eric, do you want to do a vote for that we just changed?
Well, I don't know, because it wasn't in there before. Well, do we need to if it wasn't in the original?
Well, it was in something that we voted on. So I would
Yeah.
agree with Sue. I think we have to reverse that vote. And
I
right.
think we just need to vote on the changes we just made. But
yeah, I agree.
I captured it, so it's simple enough to make a motion for that.
All right.
Okay, I make the motion.
I'll make the motion.
I second.
And the motion was to remove
To
the,
add the words as we noted. I wrote them down as she did them.
add the words and remove the Family Leave Act attachment there.
Yeah.
Okay. All in favor, Wendy?
Aye.
Sue?
Aye.
Joanna?
Aye.
Donna?
Aye.
And Eric's and I. All right.
Can I just interject? It needs to come out of the table of contents.
Yeah, just update.
It
the
will
table of
once it
contents.
updates. It will once it updates.
Okay. All right, well, how about we take a vote on the SAP as the track changes version that we just went through, or is it? We don't have to go through the whole clean version, do we?
No, I don't think so. I think we've gone through it and voted on the things that we wanted to change. So it's really accepting it.
I would make said a motion.
Second.
All right, so all in favor of accepting the revised SAP as just reviewed by us? Wendy?
Aye.
Sue?
Aye.
Joanna?
Aye.
Donna?
Aye.
And Eric's and I. All right. So I think that is all the ongoing business we need to do.
I'm not going to fall for it this time, Eric. We got to go to public comment before I can adjourn.
Yes, that would be the last thing.
Eric, I just want to remind you that, was it next Thursday, the 31st? For the Finance Committee, the public hearing?
That's this Thursday.
This Thursday's the 31st? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Then this Thursday.
So you're reminding me that I need to be there for that?
That we voted you as the that the personnel committee voted you as the spokesperson, yes, for the finance committee and town meeting.
Is that in person?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I think they're doing hybrid that you can Zoom
they
as
are?
well. Aren't they doing hybrid, Jay? Finance committee?
Yeah, there's presentation.
So they are doing hybrid, but if you're presenting, you might want to be there, but they are doing hybrid.
And that's at town hall?
Yes, it's at town hall.
What time is that at?
7 p.m.
7 p.m. Finance Committee. All right. Put it on my calendar.
And really for Eric in presenting, he's just going to say what it's going to increase the budget, right? For the FY23.
Do you guys want me to put the definitions on a clean page? Or just let it flow like it is right after section 27?
I think you should put, I think you should add in a page break there. So if you right click where it says section 28,
yeah,
and insert a page break, it will always be a page break for that.
Okay, perfect.
You want to go up to the top, insert. It's insert at the very top.
There we go. Oh, click the, man, I can't do that. Let's try again. I'm in the wrong place. There we go. Thank you.
And same is true for the other ones that you've been moving around.
Yeah.
I don't know if it, I mean, it may not make sense. Depends on the kind of how the layout ends up.
Do you think definitions needs to have section 28 in front of it? Especially where it's on its own page now? Should we just title it definitions?
Oh, you could. And if you make a change there, I think it will update everywhere else. So you may have to toggle it or something.
Yeah.
In those other places where it references definitions.
Oh.
I'd leave it. I know section 28 is mentioned elsewhere.
Yeah, you're right. I just feel like where it says section 28 that it should be on its own, you know, start on its own page. I feel like the gap is funny.
Oh, yeah. It's not bad.
No.
Yeah.
How does definitions span more than one page?
I think it's a page and a half. Oh, no.
No. So that's okay.
Like that.
Yeah, I think that's
perfect. Perfect. Julie.
Right,
Let's not pick over this stuff here, Julie. Come on.
We're down to the nitty gritty right now, you know, it's gotta be perfect. All right. All right. I'll send it around so you can see it cleaned up.
All right. Is there any public comment from committee members? Public comment from the public.
Oh, thank you very much for all your help, everyone.
Thank you for your participation, Barbie and Nancy. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, big thank you to Barb and Nancy for helping us figure this stuff out and finding things that we missed. Appreciate it.
Doing it in a respectful teamwork way.
Absolutely.
What else would you rather do on a Monday night anyway, right?
Exactly.
Or a Wednesday night or a Thursday night, whatever other meetings we had.
That's right.
Thank you. Okay, Joanna, you're up.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor? Wendy?
Aye.
Sue,
Aye.
Joanna,
Aye.
and Donna,
Aye.
and Eric's and I too.
As Donnie and Marie said, good night, everybody.
Good night.
Night.
Nice work.